It was a scary situation Wednesday morning for residents of a Brooklyn Park apartment complex. Residents woke up to shots being fired, including bullets that tore through the walls of neighboring apartments. As we went to air, there's further clarity into what happened at the Garden Gates apartments. CCX News reporter Pafua Yang was at the scene Wednesday morning and filed this report.
I'm at Garden Gates Apartments on Douglas Drive North where that shooting happened. Police believe this was a homicide-suicide situation. They say the incident happened around 6 this morning and multiple shots were fired throughout the apartment complex. Some of those gunshots went through the walls of neighboring apartments. Police eventually located the unit where the gunfire was coming from. However, that apartment was barricaded and a SWAT team had to break through the apartment window to get inside. When law enforcement entered, they found 2 people deceased. One was a tenant of the apartment. Police tell us that residents are quite shaken up by this tragedy.
The residents out this morning when we did evacuate this apartment complex were very cooperative, but they articulated that this is generally a very quiet place for them, and this was a very rude awakening for them at 6 o'clock in the morning to have rounds fired and then have the police take them out, escort them out of the buildings.
Police say there were no other injuries at the apartment complex, but at this time the investigation is still ongoing. Reporting in Brooklyn Park, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
There is another bear sighting. Three Rivers Park District officials believe it's the same mama bear and 2 cubs seen in the Elm Creek Park Reserve earlier this month. The latest sighting came in the park reserve by Champlin. A few residents captured these photos and posted them to Facebook. Wildlife experts say bear sightings have increased in the last 2 to 3 years due to a rising black bear population. They also say they've become more comfortable venturing into the Twin Cities. The DNR estimates as many as 15,000 black bears are living in Minnesota. Brooklyn Park's 610 corridor is booming with new development. Wednesday, Twin Cities Orthopedics broke ground on a new state-of-the-art facility. Reporter Sonia Goins has more details.
The Brooklyn Park City Council approved the 2-story medical building back in January. Twin City Orthopedic officials say the project will not only bring a top-notch medical facility to the area, but jobs too.
Ready, 1, 2, 3, 5.
Wednesday, city officials and top execs at Twin Cities Orthopedics gathered for a groundbreaking ceremony. Crews are already working on the 40,000 square foot facility. It will offer a physician's clinic, advanced MRI and CT imaging scanners, and a sports performance space. Company officials say Brooklyn Park is the perfect spot because it's growing and underserved when it comes to orthopedic care.
It seemed like an ideal location, and certainly the volume, with the way that the area is growing and the traffic on 610 suggests that this will be a place that will be growing for years.
To give us an opportunity to create more jobs for our residents in our community for years and years to come.
Officials say the project will bring in about 40 jobs to start, but could grow to 100 in the next few years. The Twin Cities Orthopedics Brooklyn Park location is expected to open its doors spring of 2022. In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
There is excitement in Plymouth over music in Plymouth. This year, the event will be back in person with one notable change. The event will be held July 7th, which follows with the state lifting restrictions on outdoor gatherings, beginning July 1st. Last year, the in-person event was canceled due to the pandemic. The annual celebration at the Hildy Performance Center typically draws more than 12,000 spectators. This year's event will be different. It will not feature the Minnesota Orchestra, which previously canceled all summer performances due to COVID restrictions. Instead, there will be different types of music as well as the usual fireworks that culminates the evening. Expect the orchestra to return next year when Music in Plymouth celebrates its 50th anniversary. We should also mention a 5K run is back on for Saturday, June 26th, the 25th anniversary of that event. A Brooklyn Park school is saying goodbye to 2 longtime teachers. St. Vincent de Paul Catholic School is losing a combined 61 years of teaching experience.
I don't think for me anyway, that there is a better profession than teaching. I love working with the kids. I know that we really impact their lives in many ways, but they also give to us, well, to me as a teacher. And I have learned every year from each and every one of my students as much as they probably would say that they've learned over the course of the year.
That is third grade teacher Deb Schlicksup. She has taught for 26 years at St. Vincent's, and saying goodbye is never an easy decision. For 7th and 8th grade English teacher Claudia Chalmers, she will end her career having taught 35 years at the school that gave her her first teaching job.
I won't miss teaching nouns every year. I certainly won't miss teaching them how to write a research paper, but I will miss those faces coming in the door every day. I will miss their senses of humor, as odd as they can be sometimes. I'll miss their ups and downs, because working with teenagers is a roller coaster every single day, but it keeps you feeling alive, and I will miss that.
It's losing two phenomenal veteran teachers, one in each hallway, primary and middle school. So the love and the dedication to Catholic schools is what's being lost here.
Their teaching has impacted multiple generations. Each of the retiring teachers have had students who grew up and had their own kids who attended St. Vincent de Paul. Congratulations, Deb and Claudia, for a job well done.
The end of the school year means saying goodbye to seniors and some teachers too. 3 men who have played a big role in Maple Grove High School athletics are retiring, and they were honored recently. Jay Wilcox has the story.
After the Maple Grove baseball team won a thriller over rival Osseo, 3 longtime Crimson coaches, who all coached at Osseo at one time also, were honored as they prepare to retire at the end of the spring season. Head baseball coach Darby Carlson recently won his 400th game and is one of 2 remaining original head coaches from when Maple Grove opened in the 1996-97 school year. Carlson has coached the Crimson to 8 state tournament appearances. He's also been a football and basketball assistant. Rob Remseth has been a popular assistant for 35 years at all 3 District 279 high schools. He's been a football, boys basketball, and softball coach most recently, and was also a track coach and girls basketball. Assistant Ken Thompson has been the wise veteran for the Maple Grove baseball staff over the years, and he also coached at Osseo. Carlson and Bremseth shared their thoughts on their time coaching in District 279.
It's been a great ride. We've had great parents, great kids in the program, outstanding coaches, good administrative support. It's been a great place to be.
You know, Darby and I have been together so long, and we've coached together, we've taught together, we've prayed together, you know, we've been to funerals together. So I've just been a very blessed man to be in this district. I grew up in this district, so this district has been good to me. And I just feel very blessed to be part of so many different programs and so many great head coaches that let me tag along.
3 dedicated coaches who have made a big impact on sports at Maple Grove and throughout District 279. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Thanks, Jay. The Benilde-St. Margaret's boys lacrosse team has had an outstanding spring so far. The top-ranked Red Knights faced another ranked opponent this week. Senior night for Benilde-St. Margaret's boys lacrosse as the #1 Red Knights hosted 4th-ranked Minnetonka. First quarter, Benilde's Patrick Burns speeds past a defender and then rips a shot into the skipper's net. It's his 23rd goal of the season, and the Red Knights lead 1-0 after 1. Second quarter, and Burns picks up an assist, setting up Matthew Dowden. Dowden goes low with his shot to score, and the Red Knights are ahead 2-0. It's Dowden's team-leading 29th goal of the year. Minnetonka gets on the scoreboard here. Skipper's on the power play. Ben Schuster's shot is stopped, but Jack Quinn scores on the rebound, and it's a 2-1 game. But the Red Knights score the next 2. Dowden to Burns, who nets his 3rd goal of the game to put Benilde-St. Margaret's ahead 4-1. Minnetonka gets a goal back to make it 4-2, but Benilde counters in the final minute of the half. Cam Gelling curling around the net and then dekes a defender to get free. His goal puts the Red Knights ahead 5-2.
Second half, with BSM a man up and good quick passes result in a goal, it's Dowden with his second of the game to extend the Red Knights lead to 6-2. They add 2 more goals in the quarter. Jackson Leishow scores, and it's 8-2 as Benilde-St. Margaret's goes on to win 8-4. The Red Knights are now 10-1 and close out the regular season Thursday at Egan.
Although the spring sports season is beginning to wind down, our Play of the Week, featuring some of the top local plays in the area, is still going strong. The winner from this past week was this goal scored by Armstrong girls lacrosse player Sydney Smith in the second half of the Falcons' win over Osseo Park Center. Congratulations to Sydney. 4 new plays are up on our website now for you to vote on. Go to ccxmedia.org, click on the Sports tab, and then go to the Play of the Week page to vote. That's all for sports. I'm John Jacobson.